These aren't wasp nests, but what lives in them might be even cooler. The birds that live in these structures are known for their unusual nests, but they also exhibit a unique social behavior. Do you know what these birds might be? These are the homes of the cliff swallow. They're striking rufous and blue birds in the swallow family that can be distinguished from their barn swallow cousins by the pale markings on their forehead, nape, and rump, along with the lack of a long forked tail. They have relatively long wings and a short tail, which are great for maneuvering in the air. And although their bill is small, the mouth it's attached to opens very wide to catch their food. Like other swallows, they're insectivorous, which means they eat insects, and they're aerial predators, meaning they catch prey while they fly. This purely insectivorous diet means they must leave to warmer climates in the winter, and cliff swallows migrate to South America where they hunt in marshes and grasslands. When they get back to the US in the spring, they prefer habitats that are usually near water bodies. They aren't aquatic, but do you know why that might be? Wetlands and water bodies often harbor an abundance of the insects they eat, and these swallows can often be seen feeding on swarms of insects that gather over the water. Though they used to exclusively be found near cliffs and rock formations, their range has expanded as a result of an unexpected two-legged helper. Buildings, overpasses, and bridges built by people all mimic the rocky outcroppings that these birds naturally build their nests on. This has brought cliff swallows closer to people and led to my first interactions with cliff swallows around age 11 when they built nests under the eaves of my school. They build these nests using a mix of mud and their own saliva, and they're quite sturdy. Where there's one nest, another or a few more are rarely too far away. They tend to nest in groups called colonies that can contain up to 1,000 nests. These colonies are noisy, and the swallows can be quite aggressive as they fight for nesting sites. Their gregarious nature is beneficial for two main reasons. First, it helps them find food. Cliff swallows that struggle to find insects can just follow other members that are more successful to known feeding grounds. It also provides protection from predators in the form of safety in numbers. When one cliff swallow becomes aware of a threat, it's not too long before the whole colony can pinpoint the danger because of the alarm calls that they display. The most interesting thing about their colonial behavior is their propensity for parasitism. This type of parasitism is called brood parasitism, and it's when one bird relies on another to raise its young. This is more commonly an interspecific phenomenon, which means the birds parasitize other species. One example is the brown-headed cowbird, which doesn't even build its own nest and has been recorded to have parasitized over 240 other bird species. Cliff swallows are different because they parasitize each other. In most cases, a pair of cliff swallows will lay eggs in their nest and raise them, but sometimes a mother, or soon-to-be mother, will lay her egg in another pair's nest, or lay an egg, then carry it in her beak to the other pair's nest, also called the host nest. Pairs that parasitize each other are able to fledge more young because in addition to those that they do raise, other nestlings are raised by their host. Cliff swallow populations are currently stable in North America, with a conservation status of low concern. Because of their ongoing range expansion, decreases in some populations have been negated by the growth of cliff swallow numbers in other areas. But their numbers are negatively impacted by invasive birds like house sparrows, which threaten their nests, and pesticides that decimate the populations of the insects that they eat. If you happen to run into some cliff swallow nests in the future, make sure to teach others about these unique aerial predators. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a suggestion for a future video in the comments, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and remember to take a closer look at the wild world around you.